In this session, we learn about how to implement the average function in Microsoft Excel. Now, in a previous example of max function and the minimum function, we have been using this data set, the student marks data set, with the students obtained these much amount of marks in a test conducted by a teacher. I think that I'm a teacher again, and I simply want to find out what were the average marks obtained by the students in the test. Now, the mathematical implementation of the average function is that it simply adds up all the values of all the marks obtained by my students and then divides that value by the total number of students in my class. This is how average is defined mathematically. But Excel eases our way and has given us a simple function for calculating the same. It is called the average function. Now let us implement the average function in the desired cell. In this case, it is the L3 cell, and let us use the average function in this. Here I'm going to select the range from which I want to calculate the average. Close bracket and enter. So it gives me that 36.09091 is the average marks obtained by my students in the class. The interpretation of this result is that the value of 36 marks is representative of my whole class. Now, in the beginning of the session, we also discussed that the mathematical implementation of the average function is that it is simply the sum of all the marks obtained by my students in the class divided by the total number of students in my class. Now, from our previous sessions, we can even verify a result by this. From our previous sessions, when we talked about the sum function, we simply used to apply the sum function on the range from which we want to calculate the sum of. In this, I have pre-made the result. This is 397, and since counting the total number of students in my class would amount to using the count function, again I have the count function applied on the same range. It gives me that there are 11 students in my class. Now if I were to divide the sum value divided by the count value in this, I'm supposed to get the same result, and that is the case. So in this case, we have verified that our knowledge of the average functions is pretty much similar to its mathematical interpretation, that is sum of all the values divided by the number of values in our table. So this is all about the average function. Thank you for watching.